Crypto goes down, but it goes up again. Are you ever going to keep it down? Crypto goes down, but it gets up again. Are you ever going to keep it down? Welcome everybody to another live episode. Here with me, Superman, your superhero of cryptocurrency, coming to you today with a special Savage Cash episode. In today's episode, I have had quite a few requests to cover income strategies for cryptocurrency. If you're new to cryptocurrency, or even if you're established in cryptocurrency, then these 6 tips should give you a modicum of choices for you to be able to make savage cash with cryptocurrency. So if you are excited to learn about those 6 strategies, then essentially smash up the likes again, give us a like spike in appreciation and excitement, because this is worth it. You are going to enjoy today's episode. So yes, I'm looking forward to bringing you such information. Also, if you haven't yet, make sure that you subscribe to the Superman. There is some guy called Doug Polk Crypto or something like that, and he's got, you know, more subscribers than me. He's only been around in crypto for like a couple of weeks, and he didn't, and even doing a pump which he did the other day of Lux, he still was getting tons of subscribers. So, you know, so smash that subscribe button. Don't let Doug Polk Crypto beat me. Anyway, so let's get started. So the market cap today has been yo-yoing like anything. Hence the song, it can go down, but it gets up again. So it's ranged anywhere between kind of 510 billion and 480 billion. So a yo-yoing of 30 billion essentially, which is hilarious. How on earth can such yo-yoing take place? But it has been occurring, and prices compared to yesterday are around the same or a bit lower. Some are quite a bit lower, actually. So Bitcoin has been kind of flirting with that $10,000 mark. So so that's still relevant. And a lot of people have been speculating that it's to do with Bitcoin futures contracts, which are very soon expiring. So there's the CME Group 1 and there's the CBOE Group 1. I don't really take much notice of these Bitcoin futures contracts. Obviously, I like knowing how it affects the price of Bitcoin. People believe that, you know, that essentially there's been some market manipulation. Let me just check that you can hear me. Of Bitcoin. Yes, you can hear me, and quite nicely by the sounds of things. So anyway, so people have been speculating that market manipulation is due to the fact that people are trying to essentially win with these Bitcoin futures predictions, I suppose, and that, you know, the market manipulation is to do with that. There have been theories that that's completely wrong, because I think one of those contracts has ended and it's had no effect on Bitcoin. You know, it hasn't all of a sudden started going up. So I think we will see, once that is out of the way, we'll start seeing if that actually was true. But personally speaking, I think it's market manipulation. I think it's, you know, those centralized organizations, you know, centralized powers, all the banks and all the laws and all the regulation and all the taxes and all this thing, all these clampdowns that have been put from South Korea, India, China, Europe. I think that has contributed to it, and I think that because whales have such a huge stake in Bitcoin, a lot of the whales that play the game have massive stakes, and they play this game professionally, and when Bitcoin goes down, they take their money out while it's high, and they start buying in chunks. So they start accumulating when the price is low, and I think that that's really what it comes down to. And I think some of them are expecting it to go a little lower. Hence the tug of war situation I was telling you about the other day. So it's still some amazing prices that are, you know, there on the market today. You know, the likes of Neo is really going down, inching towards that 100 mark. IOTA is, you know, has lost quite a lot of growth. Ripple has lost a ton of growth. It's slightly growing today, but it has lost a ton of growth based on where it was going. And a load of cryptocurrencies are at least half price. Save the likes of VeChain. A lot of them have just gone down to half price. But I think what's happening is people are waiting for the prices to go down lower. So really, if you see something that's at a really good price, don't stop yourself from just, you know, from buying an extra chunk. And I think a lot of people are kind of saying, yeah, but are you really profiting because the price of Bitcoin's down? So if you're buying with already, where you've got Bitcoin already in your exchange account, is it worth buying? Are you actually making, you know, a significant saving? Well, you know, in some cases, no. In some cases, yes. Because Bitcoin has been around about the 12,000, 11,000 mark for the last month, has kind of gone up a bit, and then it's gone down a bit. So Bitcoin hasn't lost a massive amount, whereas a lot of the altcoins have lost value in comparison to Bitcoin. So it all depends at what point the price of Bitcoin is versus the price of altcoins. You could get a good deal, but also chuck in some fiat, really. That's what I've been doing. Chuck in some new fiat and buy at low prices, because ultimately, you know, it makes you feel better mentally getting in at good, you know, entry points. Look at Dash. That's well under $750,000 for a masternode now. So there are some real good ones about. Now, some new cryptocurrencies have entered the market. So Trinity has entered the market. So people were a bit upset they didn't get into Trinity when it was ICO, which was at 6 cents, basically. Now, this came out, I believe, yesterday. It came out yesterday, and Trinity is essentially the off-chain scaling solution for Neo. And yeah, and yesterday it came onto the, I think it was, yeah, it was yesterday. It came onto the market 23 cents. It spiked up to 27 cents or so. And now it has gone down to well below the price that it was. So it's still kind of a 3 times gain on ICO, but not a huge gain. So there's still time to get into Trinity. Still time, because this is a project that's going on. They're going to be at the, I believe, at the Neo Dev Conference next week. I might be going to that. Don't know yet. And yeah, so Trinity's doing well. Car Vertical as well is now on the market. I brought you an ICO video about this. I think it was about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And this was at 0.4 of a cent. Okay, so it's gone up about 3 times. Yeah, about 3-ish times. Depends on what wave you got into on Car Vertical. But it did kind of spike up initially to 1.5 cents. So that was a good 4 times. 4 or 5 times. And now it's gone down a bit. So if you wanted to get into Car Vertical, missed the opportunity and wanted to get into it now, then you can. Essentially, Car Vertical's like VeChain for cars, life cycle tracking of cars. You can have your complete car history on there. If you wanted to buy a car, you can have a look at the complete car history and know if there's been any issues, if it's had anything tampered with. All of that is stored on the blockchain. It's all in one central repository. Bit like Medical Chain that I was telling you about yesterday, but for cars. So I really like Car Vertical. Think it's going to do really well. And it, unfortunately, has come right in slap bang in the middle of FUD and market manipulation and prices going down. There's a lack of confidence. Look, $1 billion has just gone out literally while we've been live. So that's sometimes the issue with when you release an ICO. But at the same time, it leaves you open to really benefiting from an ICO. If I can show you a very good example of this, Ethos, which was previously Bitcoin, this has been my most successful ICO to date. When this was launched onto the market, this came out at, don't think I can see the full history, but when this came out after ICO, and the ICO was at 5 cents, it came out slap bang in the middle of Bitcoin Cash and the Bitcoin Cash fork, the Bitcoin fork of Bitcoin Cash. And a lot of alts went down. And as a result, you know, Ethos went down to about 2.5 cents. So you can't really see it here. You can see it 3.5 cents. And so this is what happened when a really quality ICO comes out at the bad time. You can get it at a better price. In the case of Car Vertical, not necessarily better, but it's still very, very low. And then eventually, once the project gets up and running, bang, goes right up. So you've got to take these low prices where you can. There's also another bit of news. Haven't quite corroborated this one yet, but apparently WeTrust is going to be making an announcement tomorrow. Apparently, I've heard from sources. So I think that's a reason for the price going up slightly. They've just introduced their lending circles, trusted lending circles product. And the thing about WeTrust is basically like it's decentralized financial services. So it's a little bit like OneChain. It's not quite as grand as OneChain, but it's similar industry, similar niche. It's almost a competitor with OneChain, offering a range of financial services. And this is really low price. When OneChain comes out, it's going to absolutely smash it. You won't be able to get OneChain at this price, I don't think. If you can, you're extremely lucky. So, you know, there also maybe people just wanting to go to WeTrust because, you know, it's a bit of a competitor to Wanche. So, Mexico. So let's have a look and see what's happening. Let's see how many people are watching. Let's make sure that everybody's still with me and still live. Yes, are with me, which is great. Smash up the likes. There's 2,700 people watching, only 453 likes. Smash up the likes. I will join you. Smash the like. Let's just make sure... Cargo X fucked us all, really? Anyway, interesting. So, let's now move on to the nub of this video, which I think is really good video. So, top 6 income making strategies with cryptocurrency. Let's go to it. So, with cryptocurrency, particularly if you're new, you may kind of think that the main way of getting rich with cryptocurrency or generating a retirement fund with cryptocurrency is by investing in cryptocurrency. So buying a cryptocurrency at a great price and just leaving your money vested. But that is one of 6 key strategies that you can use to generate an income or a passive income or build a retirement fund, or all 3 at once with cryptocurrency. So I'm going to now take you through the 6 best ways of earning cryptocurrency and the 6 best ways of making extreme amounts of money with cryptocurrency in 2018. So I'm going to start with the first one, which is just getting free rewards. Okay, so in this respect, you don't need to be necessarily staking a cryptocurrency. You don't need to be necessarily investing in a particular cryptocurrency to earn free rewards. One of those examples is Steam. So Steam is a Steam is basically like a reward cryptocurrency for using one of their social networks. So they've got 4 now. They've got steemit.com, which is where you can blog. They've got DTube, which is where it's basically like a decentralized YouTube, DAudio, and now DLive, which has some very interesting videos on it. One particularly really interesting video on InsurePal, which I think led to it being sold out in under a minute. So anyway, so Steam is a way of just literally earning cryptocurrency rewards for writing blogs. Now, my son started doing it. He's earned like $15, basically, just writing a couple of blogs. And basically, people have paid him in Steam to say thank you or to say, yes, great article and all that kind of stuff. Great way of earning cryptocurrency. Then QuantStamp. This is one of the big reasons why I like QuantStamp, because they essentially reward people who are carers of QuantStamp. Okay, so... I guess what they're doing by that is they're not just saying, we're rewarding you for holding, we're rewarding you for caring about QuantStamp. And essentially caring about QuantStamp's vision and QuantStamp's whole raison d'etre, which is basically auditing smart contracts and smart contract companies, ICOs. And they've got the Ink protocol coming out soon, the token sale starting soon, and they have been auditing that Ink protocol, and they're going to be doing an airdrop. So free cryptocurrency, the more you care, you kind of submit why you should be eligible for proof of caring, and then you get rewarded. Then there's also Qcoin. By basically holding Qcoin coins on the Qcoin exchange, you get paid some of the exchange fees. That gets distributed across, the Qcoin holders. So essentially, free rewards is a great way of just having some passive income in the background. Sometimes it's great. The likes of Jerry Banfield makes an absolute fortune with Steam articles, and sometimes it's not necessarily very good. So a lot of people on Steam not making money. But there are other ways to earn free rewards. Soon it's going to be, on InvestFeed. I think they've already got the tips thing running. You're also going to be able to get paid for people viewing your portfolio. And Ethos, you're going to be able to get paid for accurately predicting the prices of cryptocurrencies in a future date. So awesome stuff. So I like the free rewards. It's just a good addition to investing. Number 5, staking. So when you are doing your due diligence, if you are researching a coin and you see the words proof of stake, that generally means that you can stake coins in a staking wallet. What that means is that you need to download the special wallet. You then put your cryptocurrency for that specific wallet into that wallet, and then you stake it. And that is essentially how you maintain the network. It's essentially how the network, the blockchain, the security, the privacy, and the overall maintenance is run via staking. So what you do is you just put your cryptocurrency in a wallet, you put it on staking mode, and then you essentially earn rewards. You earn free coins. So it's not quite like the free reward scheme. You actually have to invest in the cryptocurrency, download the wallet, put those coins in, and you get anything from, 2%, 5%, 10% annually, even more sometimes, of the amount that you already hold. So at the moment, you can essentially stake Neo and get gas. You can stake No Limit coin and get free No Limit coins. You can do the same with Deep Onion, and quite a few of the privacy coins you can do this with. Okay, so if you see proof of stake, that essentially means that you've got the ability to stake those coins in a staking wallet, and you can earn more cryptocurrency that way. So instead of just literally buying a cryptocurrency, putting it in your Nano and just letting it vest essentially and earn value down the line, you can, you've got this option of staking as well, putting it in a dedicated wallet so you're earning rewards constantly. Number 4. Trading the news and bounces. Okay, so we have seen some really good opportunities to do this recently. So Ripple, that recently absolutely exploded, and you would have been able to make some excellent money on that exploding. Okay, and it exploded for quite a while. It was very, very current because people anticipated it was going to be added to Coinbase in a similar way that Bitcoin Cash was added to Coinbase. And of course, it just got into the news for various other reasons. Okay, there was some additional, it's a bit like what's happening with the FUD now. It was like an additional kind of, there were articles and articles coming out about Ripple, and there was a lot of visibility on Ripple, as well as what was happening with Coinbase adding a new cryptocurrency. So people really made a lot of money with Ripple. Deep Brain Chain, that was getting added to Huobi. That went from like, gosh, about 5 cents all the way up to 60 cents. Verge had John McAfee, tweeting about it, and then all of a sudden, bang, everybody just bloody got on it, and it absolutely skyrocketed. So trading the, essentially buying the rumor, selling on the news is this, but also on the bounce. Okay, there's been some great opportunities just the last few days. When, particularly last week, about this time last week, everything went down. Next day, heavy greens. Some really good money to be made. So you can make great money trading the news and trading the bounce. Okay, so this in addition, again, to investing. Number 3, masternodes. So masternodes is probably the leading way of generating a passive income. Masternodes is essentially a super staking wallet. Okay, so you tend to have greater power if you're a masternode holder. You tend to have voting power. So for instance, with Dash, not only do you get monthly rewards, but you also have voting power. You can vote for projects. You can allow people to earn. You can essentially give, permission on somebody asking to earn Dash for doing a project. So for instance, if I submitted a project saying I'm going to do a video a week on Dash, then people could say, yeah, he deserves to get paid, however much, 5 Dash a video or whatever. I don't know. So you can vote on projects, but masternodes at its heart is a way of being able to earn mega rewards. So I'm going to take you through some of the masternode payouts that you can get at the moment. Don't know if that light is ruining the video anyway. Anyway, so masternodes is just, you just get much higher rewards than in a staking wallet. So you kind of get 40% of the transactions done on the blockchain distributed along the masternode holders only. Okay, so they get higher rewards, much higher rewards. You can make a very, very good 5-figure income with just being a masternode holder. Okay, so this is why I said Jerry Banfield, literally shot himself in the foot selling his Dash, because not only was his holdings have been worth over $1 million at one point, but he would just be making an easy 5 figures doing absolutely nothing. Okay, so and you host these masternodes external to your computer. So you host it on a Linux server or something. You get a remote server to host the masternode, and that ensures that it's running all the time, and essentially you are getting the rewards all the time. And of course, the more coins you have, the more weight you have, and typically you get more than other people who have lesser coins. Okay, so that's masternodes, and there are a ton of cryptocurrencies now that offer it. Dash were the original, and then Pivex, Stratis, Linda, there's loads, and I'll show you in a little while what you can earn with them. But what you need is you need to get a minimum amount of coins to be able to host a masternode. So for Dash, it's 1,000 coins. For Pivex, I think it's either 10,000 or 5,000, can't remember. Stratis is 250,000. I think VeChain is about 250,000 as well. And then there's Linda. I can't remember how much it is for Linda because, to be frank, I don't really quite like that. So yeah, so masternodes is a great way of earning like a 5-figure income. And sometimes just a 4-figure income for doing absolutely diddly squat. So pretty perfect, really. Number 2. Now, you may think this is number 1. This should have been my number 1, but it isn't. So, in at number 2 is invest in undervalued established coins. Okay, now typically what you do is you will calculate the market cap. That's the best way of identifying whether something is undervalued. Okay, now coin price is very, very important for multipliers. So if you get something at 1 cent and it goes up to 20 cents, that's 20 times multiplier. So if you've put $1,000, that's 20,000 you've made from that multiplier. So coin price is really good for understanding kind of the scope of multipliers you can make. But if you want to see what's undervalued, really you've got to take the coin price, times it by the circulating supply, and then you get a figure, and that is the market cap. And then you essentially cross-reference that against competitors in the space. So let's say, for instance, ADA and EOS as well, they are kind of Ethereum competitors. So what they would be looking at is what is the Ethereum market cap and what is their market cap, ADA and EOS's market cap, in comparison. And then you can see how undervalued it is for a very similar project and where the gains can be made, how much you can actually make if the likes of ADA and EOS actually manage to eventually get to the market cap price of Ethereum. You can essentially see how many gains you're likely to be made over time. Same with VeChain. Okay, so that was a cryptocurrency that was competing with Walton, was competing with Modem, was competing with IOTA as well, and there was another one, Wabi, although Wabi is much more recent. So VeChain, in comparison to its competitors, was really undervalued. Hence why I wanted to make a video, Box Mining wanted to make a video, we made a video together, and now VeChain has gone from being like a $1 coin to now being an $8 coin, and likely to go much higher, much higher, kind of in the double figures easy over the next few months. So investing in undervalued established coins is a great way of making the gains down the line. Don't just invest in anything. When I first started, I just thought, oh, I'll just invest in that on the off chance it could go up. No. You've got to do the market cap valuation versus its competitors. You've got to see how undervalued it is. That shows you the ability to make gains. And then you've also got to do a little bit of technical analysis, and you just got to kind of try and make sure you get in an optimal entry point. Sometimes with when you're investing, entry points don't matter a great deal because over the course of time, it will make it redundant. But to make you feel mentally better about holding, if you get in at around about 60% of the peak, so if it reached $1, then you'd be waiting for it to lose 60% of its value, go down to about 30 cents, and then get in. And that is the point by which you would invest in it and feel quite happy about it, because, you know, that's bad maths, isn't it? 40 cents. 40 cents. From $1 to 40 cents. That's a good entry point, okay? And you'll feel much happier getting into it. And then, you know, you can make the huge rips. And there are always going to be times when the market, you know, drops and things like that. And then that is the time to accumulate more, because especially if you've invested in a coin, it's done really well. Like ADA, for instance, which I invested in at 1.8 cents. That's done really well. Then it's gone down, accumulate more, get a bigger position, because you know where that cryptocurrency is going. So what's number 1, peeps? What's number 1? Let's do some interaction, because I like interacting. And let's see what you think the number 1 is. InvestFeed, QuantStamp, Substratum. Yeah, Substratum's also another one where the node holders get paid. EOS to 100 June? Don't know about that. God, you people are so, like, I must be so bloody transparent for you to obviously get that. Oh, Michelle's watching. Michelle, who's there every single stream. I tend to notice the people who are in my streams. Let's see if I notice anybody else who's in my streams. Anybody who I see a lot. Not many. Not many. People are just saying ethos. Don't know why people are saying ethos. Number 1, follow Supoman. Yeah, good one. I like that. That's good. Why didn't I add that one? Yeah. Okay. So quite a lot of you have guessed it. Sue. Mixie Q. There we have it. So, let's reveal number one. Well, number one should come as absolutely no surprise. Okay, so the best way to earn money and build a retirement fund in 2018 is, without a doubt, invest in ICOs. Now, that's not any ICO. It's invest in ICOs that have two things. Number one, have the fundamentals. Great team, great platform, great vision, ultimately. The vision has to solve a big pain, okay? And ultimately, if it's a unique one, then that allows it to have first mover advantage. So you need to have all the fundamentals. You need to apply the criteria. You need to make sure that it's got all the potential first off. Then you look for the social proof. You look for the community, you look for the hype, you look for what people are saying, and make sure that they are married, okay? So you've got the great long-term potential, and you've got the hype, and you've got excitement around it. Now, these can be seen in the following. OneChain. So OneChain is outstanding, really. But I'm not going to blow the trumpet of OneChain again. I keep doing it. So OneChain, that has got both an amazing project, plus it's almost like a Christmas present. You know, everybody is just waiting for that moment to drop, and they are going to buy the hell out of it. I just know it. It's going to happen. And quite frankly, I don't quite know what to really, you know, suggest as a tactic for it. But all I can say is it's likely to be on KuCoin and potentially Binance, but I think more likely KuCoin. So if you've got a KuCoin account, then that's a good thing. If you haven't, then make sure that you do in the run-up to it, because I do imagine it's going to get bought up quite quickly. So make sure you got money on Binance or KuCoin is what I would say. I don't know, quite frankly, you know. It's all under wraps, peeps, and I've got one of the biggest megaphones on YouTube. I can tell 126,000 people, and they probably don't want that, so they're not going to tell me that much. So anyway, so yeah, OneChain, it's got those both. ArcBlock, it's got both. Cargox, it's got both. And then Medical Chain, it's got, well, I'll tell you what surprised me. Obviously, I made the video yesterday. Medical Chain has the fundamentals. But today, I had a look on the... everybody always asks me, are you the real Superman? Fake account, fake account. Well, I went on the Telegram group, and they've got more people in that Telegram group than they have got in the QuantStamp Telegram group. About triple the number that they've got in the Ethos Telegram group. It's just like flipping out. So there's quite clearly a lot of hype and the fundamentals. So you need to invest in ICOs that have both. If they've got both, there's a much bigger likelihood of you striking gold. Okay? I'm going to take you through some of the big earners in just a minute. But let me take you through the two things that you shouldn't do to make money in cryptocurrency. The top two don'ts. So, number two, don't get involved in trading bot lending sites like, you know, BitConnect, LendConnect. I know that there's different types of lending. There's like the F-Lend and the Salt lending. They're very similar. There's just like lending to people rather than trading bots where you don't necessarily know where the money's come from and it's a scam. So don't do that. You know, there's going to be more. There's going to be F-Connect, IOTA Connect, Neo Connect, Cardano Connect. It's going to be everything Connect. Ripple Connect, Ethos Connect. It's going to be a Connect for fucking everything because the money-making opportunity has been seen. So just don't get involved in them is basically what I would say. You know, you can. Not all may burn you, but I kind of saw on the cards that BitConnect was going to burn people. So, you know, I would just invest with caution if you were going to invest. And to be honest, just don't. That's what I would say. But that's just my personal opinion. Then at number one, pump and dump groups. Do not get involved in those. You know, be free or paid. Free are probably the worst because you're likely to get the tail end and be a bag holder. But pump and dump groups are, unless you are very, very quick, you have to be almost available in real time to really make it. And what happens is, you know, you just basically pump a coin and you just ride the profits. And whilst the information about the pump and dump gets kind of disseminated amongst communities, you know, the price goes up and people ride that wave. But if you get in the wave too late and people then drop it, you know, basically you are left without, you know, you're left with a bag of cryptocurrencies that are way more expensive than they should be. It happens all the time. People say to me, why is this going up? Why is that going up? Why is this going up? You look at the top gainers on CoinMarketCap, and typically they're pump and dumps. And the thing is, because you will see 1 minute they're the biggest gainer, and the next they're the biggest loser. So you don't want to get involved in these. I want to personally just kind of say I've never gotten involved in pump and dump groups. And I would recommend that you don't, because it's the easiest way to get burnt and leaves you actually spending your retirement fund rather than building it. So just stay away from them. Do the top 6. There are 6 that you can do concurrently, essentially, which is what I do. I do all 6 basically concurrently. And it's the best way to build a retirement fund. You just got money coming in from every orifice, for God's sake. It's just like, wow, it's just like, it's never ending. And of course, once you start it, it's like a snowball. Once you start it, the kind of subsequent consequent effects is that they start coming in more and more and more and more, and in bigger quantities. So if you start doing all 6 concurrently, you do really well. But these 2 will sap it out. Whatever you saved, it will sap it out. So what are the big gainers? What have been the ICO smash hits? And this is where you should essentially use this as a template. Use this as examples. Dissect these. Reverse engineer these ICOs. What is it about them that have been really good, that have enabled them to be smash hits, and try and replicate that model onto the ICOs. I try and help as best possible. I've got an ICO course. If you're not in it, links in the description. It's a bloody amazing course. But essentially, you need to reverse engineer what has made certain ICOs popular and try and replicate that in the future. Don't just get involved in something because it says ICO. At the moment, every ICO is booming. Every ICO is booming. There's very few ICOs that are coming into the exchange at a lower price, or even subsequently going lower. It's not really happening. Yeah, that's the kind of market we're living in right now. So let's talk about the smash hits. So at number 5, we've got BitDegree. BitDegree is a cryptocurrency. Literally has only come out in the last week and a bit. It's only just come out, and this has smashed it. ICO 5 cents. It's already gone up to 55 cents. Now it's gone down. It's accumulatable right now. This has already hit times 11. And one of the big reasons is because it had the fundamentals and a shitload of hype. Okay. And it had a ton of people that didn't get involved at ICO. So once this hit the exchange, tons of people were buying it. The only problem with BitDegree is it's on an absolutely crap exchange where you can't even find BitDegree as an entry on this exchange. What exchange is it? It's Ether Delta. And you can't even find BitDegree as an entity. It's just like, it's very convoluted. So it's a big reason why it has, subsequently dumped a bit. But this had the fundamentals and it had the hype. FLend. Now, this kind of rode on the tail of, the likes of Salt, Regal, FConnect, BitConnect. Lending is like a trending cryptocurrency. Simple as that. And basically that therefore had the massive amount of hype. I thought, personally speaking, that the fundamentals were bad because the person that's the CEO is just a legal trainee. I mean, I've been a legal trainee before. I qualified as I got a law degree anyway, and I was a trainee and in a solicitor's, and you're just a dog's body, basically. Like, it's just the lowest of the low position you can have, and that is the CEO of FLend. They didn't have the fundamentals at all, but they had an incredibly large amount of hype because of the nature of the business as a trending business. So this has gone up times 22, having been 2 cents at ICO, and it's gone up to 44 cents. So that just goes to show that if you've got one that's that's disproportionately higher than the other, it can still work. So the hype was disproportionately much bigger than the fundamentals. I don't think anybody gave a toss about the fundamentals, frankly. Anyway, so FConnect times 22. Webby. Now, Webby came at a time when there were already competitors. There was already a hunger and an appetite for RFID cryptocurrencies. And also because this solved quite a big pain point in the market, particularly in China markets, and particularly to do with children, okay, baby products. So a lot of people really saw the pain point and got involved in this. I obviously, recommended to get Webby. 25 cents this was at ICO, and subsequently exploded to $5.86. a 22 times gain. It's funny, isn't it? When you look at Ethland and Webby are basically the same gain. So it just goes to show how much you need to gain when you are getting in at a high entry point at 25 cents. Okay, so 25 cents, going even to $5.86 is the same as getting into an ICO at 1 cent or 2 cents and it going to 44 cents. So this shows you that getting involved in ICO at low coin prices means that when it explodes, and it's much more likely to kind of explode to 44 cents, 2 cents to 44 cents than 25 cents to 586. But Webby had on its side the fundamentals and a great deal of hype and some great competitors that people didn't get into, and they had already gone too far, and so people went to Webby because it was the cheapest alternative. So there we are, that did really well. Then we've got Dragon Chain. Now Dragon Chain was an ICO that you could have got involved in at 6 cents. They are essentially a little bit like Ethereum, like a blockchain building company, blockchain maker for business. Plus they've got this incubator as well. This went from 6 cents ICO to $5.27. Bloody hell. Times 87 gain. Okay, now it's since gone down dramatically. It's gone down to over half in price. It's gone down to over half in loss, I mean. But it doesn't matter. People still make a hell of a lot of money on it, and for the long term, it's gonna continue to thrive beyond $5. So that again was a cryptocurrency, but now we're getting up the ranks. Okay, we're going up the ranks in terms of the gravity of the project. So it wasn't just a project with fundamentals. It was a project that was essentially competing with like the likes of Ethereum, had Disney behind it. You know, Disney as one of the original backers of it. So it had more than just the fundamentals, and it had the hype, and that of course made it sail over, and it had so many people. I remember at the time people were just spamming my comments, Dragon Chain, Dragon Chain, Dragon Chain. I'm like, shut up! But everybody was hyping about it, so it had the grand vision within the fundamentals. It wasn't just a really good vision and a pain point, it was a grand vision, plus the hype. Hence why it got to where it has. So Mexico, so what's number one, do you reckon? What's number one? Number one, I mean, these are very recent ones. There have been better performing ICOs, like Ethos, for instance, went to 256 times, its ICO price, but that was back in July, for God's sake. So these are more recent ones. BitDegree, Ethland, Webby, Dragon. That's kind of like 2-3 months, okay? And one of the best performers since like October, so within the last 3 months, is Icon. Now, Icon at ICO was 11 cents. I remember I came out and spoke to you about Icon. This came second to Power Ledger, funnily enough. But and I love Power Ledger because it was very disruptive. But Icon really was a powerhouse, really powerhouse. It was almost like what OneChain is, but more versatile. More versatile, like it can be applied to any niche. And a cross-niche, cross-chain communication, which is massive. When you've got cross-chain communication, which is what OneChain have, that is essentially like the big trend. Like if you hear that in an ICO that you're going for, then that's it. That's money signs right there. So, you've got the trends I took you through the other day. Scalability, speed, which is what, these things have. But when you've got like cross-chain, when you've got like, when you've got a cryptocurrency that are taking blockchain beyond what others have, that's when you're onto the money. And so this was 11 cents at ICO and has since skyrocketed to $12. Okay, $12. So the money's made at ICO. There's lots of people that got in at $2 for Icon and have made like 6 times gain, and that's great and all. But ICO is where you make the big money. And the great thing about ICOs is that it's like the gold mine of our time, really, because the people who got involved in like Tesla and Google and Facebook and all that early, they were the ones that made the money. The angel investors, the one that spoke to Mark Zuckerberg when this was still a college project. And that's essentially what you are now in the IPO stage, which is the traditional stocks and shares, which now Tesla and Google and all that they're offering. The guys that have made huge money are the ones that got involved way before that point. Okay. And this is now the opportunity that's presented to us right now, which isn't presented in the stocks and shares. We can be like those angel investors, essentially getting involved in very, very early projects. Some of them are very, very underdeveloped, but it comes down to the vision. What are they looking to achieve? How, you know, significant is that in the course of time? And of course, Icon is going to be very, very significant. Of course, that is a big reason why it's absolutely smashed it. So this is showing, Dragon and Icon are showing that within the fundamentals, you've got the vision, which is just grander, okay? And there are less competitors in that space. And you also had the hype behind it. So that is just a very simple reverse engineering of the big smash hit ICOs. Now what the task is essentially replicating this with the ICOs coming up. You know, people are in a hurry. They want to just latch on to the next big thing. I could bring out 3 or 4 ICO videos a day, if I wanted to, on really, like, promising cryptocurrencies. But I don't, because I personally will bring you an ICO video, unless it's to, like, unless there's massive amounts of demand to bring out the video, like I did for WePower, then I will only bring out almost the best opportunities right now. And only opportunities I would get involved in. And I'm very picky about what I get involved in. And the ones I have gotten involved in have done extremely well. Like EOS, you know, like Power Ledger, like Ethos as well. They have done unbelievably well. And it's because I don't, you know, get easily excited. I get excited with effort, okay? So therefore, I don't bring out ICO videos all the time, but when I identify as a really good one that you can get involved with, like ArcBlock, like Wabi, like Medical Chain, like Icon, then that is the, you know, that is when you know I must be onto something. Okay, so, or on something, whichever way you want to see it. So let's have a quick show of hands. Well, not show of hands. Let's have a look and see what you guys are liking at the moment, ICO wise, because I've had a look through quite a few. And I'm quite interested to see what you guys are really liking. Superman, save us from the crash. You see, the thing is, and I'm not going to lie, but crashes are a beautiful thing. Like, you guys are just, you know, people are panicking, and I don't know why. Like, I have looked at my Blockfolio and have lost. I've lost over like 1.4 million? 1.4 million out of my portfolio, just like that, from this crash. And I look at it, and do I look like a person that is a tall fussed? I know it's going to return, but I see these as golden opportunities to get in the game. Back in September, you could have got IOTA for 30 cents. You could have got EOS for 50 cents. You could have got Neo at $15. There were so many sale items. That's when you accumulate so that your Blockfolio looks great in the future. So, you know, so don't look at these as bad opportunities. Look at them as good opportunities, because when everything was going up and up and up and up, I was just thinking, well, there's nothing to do. There's no work. I'll just look on Blockfolio every, like, half a day and be delighted by what I see. But in terms of, like, doing the work and taking a better position in, like, really good cryptocurrencies, you can only do it at times like this. So don't miss out. Don't miss out. Hello from Lake Tahoe. Hello, Lake Tahoe. From the offices of Newbury. Supo, can you expand on why you like Seek? I like Seek because Seek are basically virtual reality, which I love. I got a virtual reality headset for Christmas, and it's fucking beautiful. Absolutely love it. Been enjoying playing it. And Seek is basically virtual reality music concerts. So you put on the virtual reality headset, you've got the concert experience. Fucking love that. I mean, that is beautiful. So that's why I like Seek. Can you check out, I think that's Block Mason Credit Protocol, which I have already checked out and I'm not massively keen on. Axpire and WePower, Bankera, I've got 500k in Bankera that's in a wallet at the moment. I got involved at pre-ICO. So I think that Bankera is a good one. They were further along with their banking license, certainly than Polybius was. And now I'm noticing a trend that there's lots of cryptocurrency banks looking to come out. And quite frankly, it just bores me. So, Mexico. Yeah, oui, me bleach. The Key. I like The Key. Yeah, I liked The Key. Anything else? Where's Millie? She's outside scratching at the door, wanting to come in and say hi. But I think she's buggered off now, so apologies. She is still alive, believe me. Hello from Basingstoke. No way. Basingstoke's just around the corner. Debitum. I've looked at Debitum and I'm not massively keen on it. I don't really see the potential. Gotta be honest, I don't see it. Maybe I haven't looked at it enough. Restart Energy is very, very interesting. If there's any potential competitor to Power Ledger, it's Restart Energy. It's not WePower in my opinion. Vice. Somebody just sent me a super chat saying Vice. Yes, Vice. If you look at the D-Live video I was telling you about with InsurePal, Jesus, the moderator from Vice is the one that does that video. Unbelievable video. Remy, I've not looked at Remy, and people have been recommending Remy. Coin Metro, I want to look at Coin Metro. Credits, I have looked at Credits. It's interesting. Daddy, good old Daddy. I saw them the other day. They're a nice couple of guys. The guys that I saw, nice couple of guys. It was terribly orcs, but it was funny. Any more for any more? Bread, waste of time. Napoleon X. Napoleon X. I looked at that. What was Napoleon X? Napoleon X. What was that? Can't remember. I looked at it earlier. I looked at Napoleon X earlier. Let me have a look. Let me have a looky look. Oh, I said I would show you the masternodes. So let's have a look. So this is cryptonode.co. It's a pretty shit site to be fair. But these are what you can earn from masternodes. Okay, so, you know, with a Dash masternode, you can make 4 grand monthly. Okay. With PivX, it costs a fortune to buy a masternode. Look, 116 grand to buy a masternode for PivX, and you only get 567. That's just pathetic, isn't it? Pathetic. If you go to Masternodes Pro, and I don't necessarily know how accurate this is, you can see the ROI and what you earn monthly. So here on Masternodes Pro, shows you all of the cryptocurrencies that offer masternodes, how many masternode holders there are, how many coins are required for the masternode, what it's worth, how much you essentially would be paying for it, and how much you earn monthly. So apparently with Polis, 40 grand monthly. I just don't believe that. And apparently 500,000 yearly. Don't believe it for a second. Anyway, but somebody said to me Napoleon X. Napoleon X ICO. I did see this. Oh no, this isn't the one. This isn't the one I saw. Apologies. No, I haven't looked at this. Token sale finishes in 35 days. 35% funded. Crypto Asset Manager. They bore me to death. I mean, okay, this is my own personal opinion coming out and being imposed on you, but Crypto Asset Manager bores me. Rubbish. Any more for any more? Cap. Too late for Ethos? No, it's not too late. Cargo X is going on right now. Yes, it is, but the whitelist is closed. So there we are, Mayor Belledge. Oh, hello. Hello, welcome to our site. Hi, I am not interested in your garbage. Bang. Burn. Burn. Ooh. Anyway, next up. Coin market cap. Let's go back to coin market cap. Is it too late for Ethos? No, it's not. No, it's not. New Mexico. Wrecked. Funny. Farmer Trust. I don't really like it. Limpo. I mean. Limpo. Let me have a. Oh, market cap's going up. Market cap's going up. Superman moves markets. Limpo ICO. Is this the sports one? Yeah, monetizing sports and health data. Yeah, not massively keen, gotta admit. Ong social network. Yes, I have 100,000 Ong. I love it. I love Ong. Good morning from Hollywood. Hello. Take a look at Ong decentralized social network. Yeah, I really like Ong. I will bring it out another time though. Bring it out another time. Right now I haven't got the time. Quite frankly, I think that this live stream's taken... I think I've been live for quite a while. So, Mexico. So, I should be off in a minute. Not fond of limpo. No, it's a bit boring, isn't it? Who likes a limpo? Eh? Who likes a limpo? Anyway, is co-vesting on yet? Is co-vesting on yet? I like co-vesting. It's basically copy investing, copy trading. Let's have a looky look. How's co-vesting doing? Ooh, 267. Nice, nice. Nice co-vesting. Sweet AF. Nice. I like it. Good old co-vesting. Get in there. Looking forward to low-key being on as well, actually. Yes, Millie. Hold on. Ran over my foot there. Hello. Come on in. Come on. Come on. I know. Come on in. Come on. Sod you. She doesn't want to come in. Never mind. She is funny. She's got one of those. She's got those eyes on her where she looks like she's just ready to jump on me. Moving like Cardano or Utrust. Utrust is probably more likely to make you the gains. Loki, Loki, Loki. Run, run. That's it, I think, peeps, because there's no more good questions. No more good questions at all. So, time to say goodbye. Voice. You're the voice, try and understand it. Make a noise and make it clear. Nice. Is this the voice that you meant? There are two voices, aren't there? This one, I think, is the one that you meant. This has gone up like double in 4 months, so that's pretty shit, isn't it? I know what it is about, but it's a bit rubbish. Trinity is good, peeps. I like Trinity. Trinity network credit. Get in there, Trinity. With ye old Lola behind it. Yeah. Can't beat it. Anyway, I think that's it, though, guys. I think that's it, because I think I've been on for quite a while. So, it's time to go. Am I still bullish on art blocks after Ian Bellina's AMA FUD? Yeah, I think that those what's it called? Yeah, Data Dash is 19. Yeah, I think that those AMAs are really quite bad for ICOs. I personally don't think they should do them, because every time I see an ICO doing one of those interviews, they tend to perform incredibly horribly. So there we are, Mabel Edge. Now, in the meantime, the market cap has gone up 14 billion. So there we are. There we are. America's waking up and they're buying up. They're buying up. So don't miss the opportunities when you see them, peeps. Don't miss them. That's it though, peeps. That's it for today. Somebody keeps saying fuck tokens. I'm not interested in stupid tokens like that. I think that's idiotic. Nucleus Vision. Yeah, it's interesting. I like Nucleus Vision, but it's a bit pointless now. Anyway, that's it, peeps. That is it. That's it for today's episode of Savage Cash, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned from it. And I will hopefully see you next time. If I'm not here tomorrow, then I will definitely be around on Thursday. So I shall see you then. Till next time, peeps, it is lights out. Millie's saying lights out as well. It is lights out, all out.